So, today I wanted to talk to you guys about some products that I have from Daiso as some budget Nintendo Switch accessories. And I will be talking a little bit about how I use them, if I like them or not, and if they're compatible with the Switch too. So, let's get started. I'm so excited. Okay. So, the first product that I want to talk about is this little holder. I actually have not had this very long, but I wanted to show you that I use this for Pro Controller. And it just sits in there. And basically, it has a little Oh, great! It has a little adhesive that you're supposed to stick onto the side, and then you put the controller, and you can hang it from the side of your desk, and then put the headphones on. I don't use it for that purpose. I just use it as underneath. I have my laptop raised, and so I just kind of put it underneath there, so it's easy access, easy to find. It has its little place. Because I have another holder that I actually use for some other things. So I wanted to show you too that it works with the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller. So hold on one second. So this works. It is a little bit flimsy plastic. It's like bendable plastic. So just keep that in mind. It's bendable. It's not the sturdiest plastic, but if you're just putting it like on a table and just resting the controller on there, should be fine. Um, the actual controller or the holder that I really like is this one. So this one is very slim, but then you open it up and you can kind of angle it however you want. The bigger the angle, the more sturdier it's more stable it is usually. Um, This is a little hook for headphones. Then it has these two hooks. And so how I use this is I have my little grip holder. And then I have my little Joy-Con holder. And it sits nicely. It sits nicely on my desk, and then I could put headphones hanging from there. And this is actually how I use this. And I put it in a little corner of my desk. I do not recommend this if you are just going to put this on your like TV, where you have your TV, I don't know what you call it, like the TV stand. I wouldn't put that there if you have young kids or you're clumsy, because this is not the most sturdiest thing. It is plastic, but it's not really bendable, flexible plastic like this one. This one is a little bit harder plastic. So if it breaks, it's actually going to probably crack. But I do like this. It serves its purpose. It helps me keep organized, and I'm able to find what I need when I need to find it, which is perfect for finding everything, some sort of organization in the chaos of life. um, so the next thing I wanted to show you I wanted to also show you that you can use this with the Nintendo Switch too. So the Pro Controller you could put down here, and see it has a little like hook right here, so it keeps it from kind of tipping over and out. And then I have the little Joy-Con holder, which is a lot bigger than the Switch 1. And you could put this like this. And then you just stand it up. And it works perfectly. Again, it works perfectly if you don't have young kids running around that might bump into the TV tray and knock it over, or if they accidentally knock it over. But it works, and it serves its purpose, and it's very functional. All of these items that I'm going to show you are pretty much kind of black, basic standard black. Not really customized, but it works, it's functional, and that's all I needed to do, and I got it from Daiso, so can't beat the price. The next thing I wanted to show you is this. So this is actually meant to hold your Nintendo Switch console. So you put it like this, and you put the console in there, and the nice thing about this is it has this little hole, So you just kind of run the cord through the hole, and then on the bottom you can just have it plugged, so you can like be playing and it's plugged and you don't have to be worried about the battery running out. So that's really nice, and I'll show you that it works for the Switch too. There are also ridges in here, so you can determine which angle, how big of an angle you want to do. So I will show you. There we go. And it fits, but it's pretty big, and I would not probably feel very comfortable putting this on there. It would make me very nervous. Especially if you have young kids. Right now, the purpose that I use it for, because I keep mine mostly docked, or if I'm gonna play it, I'll probably use my grip and play handheld mode. But I currently use this to hold my capture card underneath that area that's raised with my laptop, and I just put it under there, and it just sits there, and it helps keep kind of the cords organized, and it has its own special place, so it's easy to find if I need to pull out cords or adjust cords. So I really like this a lot. I've had this item and this item for a very long time. It's lasted me a good, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years. So I really like this. This works really well. Again, basic, but you can customize it. You can put some stickers, or you could, if you really, really wanted to, you could color it somehow, but I don't mind the black. I like black. The next thing I want to show you and talk to you about are a couple game card. I don't know if you'd call it game card, but like the game cartridge cases. And I've actually tried quite a few from Daiso. So I'll give you a couple of them that I like, and then there's one that I really do not recommend at all. At all. So the first one that I'll show you is one that I found first, and I really, really liked it. So these are nice plastic. They feel nice. It has a clip. It clips closed. You click it open. It has a space for the cartridge. And then it clicks out and clicks back in. And then this has the SD card not going anywhere. And then you close it. Click. Doesn't move. It's still plastic, but you can still see what's in here. But the only bad thing is it only holds 7 game cartridges and 2 SD cards. So if you want to take this for traveling and you have more than 7 games that you want to take with you, if you get 2 of them, so you have 14 games and 4 SD cards. This is the next one I'll show you, but look at, that's how much bigger it is, and it's the same kind of width almost. So that's the only bad thing about this, is this takes up a lot more space than you would think, and so it's in that way it's not handy. But I really like these. It just doesn't hold a lot. So if you don't carry a lot of games, and maybe you have most of them digital and you only have a few physical games, or you only have a few physical games and that's all you play, this is a good case. Again, if you step on it, I don't think it's just plastic. I don't know how well it'll last in the regard if you're purposely, like, or not purposely, but if you like step on it. I think this is pretty good. This is not like super cheap plastic. It feels kind of like a nice plastic, so I like this. This one I really enjoy. This one I would take if I was going to travel or go somewhere that I had to be like on a plane or travel for a long period of time, because this one actually holds 16 game cartridges. And then look, so it clicks. When you click it to open, games aren't going anywhere, but they click in and out, which is nice because they're very sturdy. You don't have to worry about them accidentally falling out as long as you clip them in there. And same thing on this side. You have to clip it in, clip it out. Okay. And this doesn't have the nice texture. It's more of a shiny plastic. But I don't feel like if you drop this, it would like fall apart. I think this is pretty nice. It's pretty compact, so it'll be easy to pack in your purse or your backpack, and you can carry quite a few. I think this comes in blue, I want to say, in red, but they only had red at the time when I got this, and I really like this. I just found this, so I'm not sure the longevity of it, but I think this will last pretty long. And then the next one I have is more if you're the type of gamer that wants to just have easy access to your physical cards. This wouldn't work very well for travel, but if you wanted to have all of your kind of like physical games in one spot, so you didn't have to keep opening all the cases or going through like your whole collection. If you wanted to just have them all in one spot, this is perfect. So it doesn't, it kind of clicks, but there's no clip to keep it closed. But they're not really falling out. I mean, it's not really falling out. But I would not take this carrying because there's no clip. And so it could, if it fell the wrong way, all of these could fall out and make a mess. But the nice thing about this is, see the hooks? This actually hooks on to the Switch 1 dock. I do not know if it's compatible with the Switch, the OLED Switch dock, but this one works with the Switch 1 dock. And look, it just hooks on. And you can have it like this. And it's such easy access. And you get, I think, 12 games per box. So if you wanted to have access to 24 games, you just put two side by side. Or if you don't have that many games, you could just put it in the middle. And it just looks really nice. And it's clean and easy access. You know, you're not going, oh, I can't find, where is this game? Oh, okay, let me look. Oh, there it is. Or going through where you store all your games and going, oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's just easy access. So I like this a lot. And again, this is not something I would travel with. So this is more if you just want easy access to your games without having to pull out the case, open the case. It's just you open this, it's right there. And like and also the Switch 2 game fits in there. The Switch 2 fits in this one. Not falling out. And the Switch 2 game fits in here. Not falling out. So just wanted to show that. And then this is one that I found that I do not like whatsoever. I would not recommend this. If you see this at Daiso, please do not get it. It's gotten on my nerves quite a few times. So this one clicks, so it'll stay inside if you were to take them traveling. But the pages, it's like has like pages, right? But when you put the game in, it doesn't click in. So it's just hanging in there loosely. So if I were to go, it just falls out. So if I was to look for a game and I wanted to turn this, right? And you wanted to go, okay, my game's on this page right here, right? Flip it. So you have a big mess of games that fell out because it doesn't click into the thing. That's what frustrates me. I don't like this. And then if you actually have these all filled, they all kind of fall out. If you move this, they all fall out, and then it's like, oh, it's irritating. So I don't recommend this container. It does stay. See, once it's in there, it stays. But then if you actually want to get a game that's not on the page, it's a mess. So either if you were to really get this and this is the only one you could find and you wanted to go the budget route, only put games on like the front page, or only put games on the front page. And then that way, if you were to open this, you could just hold this, close the top, and then hold it against it. And then that way it doesn't fall out. But then you can only carry, 8 games? So you'd be better off carrying this one. Because look at, it's almost the same size. This one's actually big. Oh, this one, not this one. This one, no. This one's bigger. Or no, this one's smaller. But it's a lot thicker. And the things fall out. So I don't recommend this one at all. So yeah, recommend this one for travel. And if you have lots of games, recommend this one for travel. But only if you don't have a lot of physical games, or if you want to if you don't mind having it take up extra space, or you like the shape of it, you like the feel of this better than this one. I've had these for quite a few years, and they still look pretty clean. So I really like these. And then if you want access to your game cards, this one. And then I think that's... Oh, and then also I have this box. So I bought this box from Daiso. and this is what I use to kind of store all my games. I don't know how much it is now, but they all kind of they stack on each other, but they don't stack into each other. They just kind of sit on top of each other. But when you open it up, there's like a lot of space. So see, you could fit all the way to the bottom, but you could still fit extra Joy-Con if you have, or an extra controller if you don't want to keep it out, or extra cords, and then you can just put it in here. And then if you have more than one, you could just stack it on top of each other. And then just, you know, label it however you want, or that kind of thing. I really like these. And it's great to have. It's not super expensive. I know things can get pretty pricey, especially like with game card holders. Especially if you want it to look custom with like it look like a Pokedex, or it has certain characters or that kind of thing. I mean, if you really want to, you could just put stickers on there of like characters you like. But for me, these work and they're not super expensive. So I just wanted to share these in case people were looking for stuff that's more budget friendly. I also wanted to show this. This does not work with the Switch 2. This is made for Switch 1. So this is the Joy-Con like cover. Now the thing I like about this is that this comes with, when you get this, it just comes with the Joy-Con part. So it comes with the Joy-Con for the left and the right. But the nice thing I like about this is, see the little bump? When you hold it, it's much more ergonomically friendly. It feels good in the hand. It doesn't feel like my hand's going to cramp up holding the controller. And it feels really nice. The only thing is this is like really hard, slippery kind of plastic. So if your hands get sweaty or you get nervous, I could see it not working really well and like making the buttons hard to press and that kind of thing. But other than that, I really like this. The bad thing about this is it doesn't allow you to put it into here because it has a little bump. So you have to take it out. But they just snap on. And like it does it if you actually wanted to keep using them. When you slide it on and you put it in the dock, it doesn't block access to the dock. So you could still, like, if you have the other side, it still fits because it's not in the way. I don't know if you could see that. See, it's not in the way. So it's really nice. I like that. They do have one for the base, I guess you would call it, like the actual console part, where you snap this on. Bad thing about this is you can't fit it in the dock. It makes it too thick. So that's the bad thing about this. I don't know how well it protects if you were to actually drop it on the ground. I'm sure it's better to have this than nothing, but I can't guarantee that, oh, it's going to protect your screen, or, you know, it's going to make sure that it doesn't break. I don't know that for sure. But I just wanted to let you know that I've tried this. It fits on there. I've never dropped it with this on because I don't usually play in handheld mode. And if I do, I just get my grip. And this will not fit with the grip. This won't fit with the grip, so I have to take it off anyways. So I thought this was going to fit. There was no way to know that it was going to fit in the dock. So that's why I ended up doing this, but it's fine. I still like the Joy-Con ones. But I wouldn't recommend this because I don't really know unless you really like playing handheld. But again, I can't guarantee that it's going to really protect your thing from your Switch from breaking. So if you want to spend the money and get something nicer to protect your console, I'm not going to hold it against you. But yeah, these are just some of the items I found at Daiso that are a little bit more budget friendly, a little bit nicer to just try. And if you didn't like it, it's not like, oh, I spent so much money to buy this and it's so cheap, or that kind of, like, it doesn't work. That's really frustrating. So I wanted to share some of the things I found, and hopefully this helps somebody. I don't know how these items work with the OLED system. Again, like this, I don't know if it works with the dock. I don't have an OLED. I'm assuming because they use the same controllers and the same Joy-Con as a Switch 1, that the other products work. So this should probably work. Obviously, they should work. And then, the other controller holders should work. These should work because they're games. But, like, specifically, like, stuff like this, I don't know if it works. And this probably doesn't work because it's specifically for the Switch 1. And I think the OLED is bigger. But I just wanted to give some recommendations out there for those of you that are still using your Switch One, like me. Um, Even though you have, um, yeah, if you're still using your Switch One. So I just wanted to make this video. If you like this video, please rate, comment, like, thumbs up, and let me know what other kind of videos you want to see from me. And I'll see you next time. Bye!